a metabolic reset, and actually it's closing the door on the food beast. It's closing the door on the brain's activity. And I'm going to link a video, bariatric surgeon, where it's a real phenomenon. For people that have obesity issues, it turns this signal on, it goes down the wrong pathway. Well, there's two ways to align that pathway. One way is with with some kind of weight loss medications, some kind of phentermine, or there's a couple other new medications out that is FDA approved. Or you can go to the weight loss surgery avenue path and get a metabolic reset that way. And I'll link the video, and it's an educational video, and it really will open your eyes to exactly what our issue is with this weight gain and hormonal. Some of us women are stuck in PCOS, merry-go-round. We're being tormented by the food beast of eating the wrong things, and it's not necessarily a issue with we're not strong enough, or we're choosing to purposely do this to our bodies. No, some of us are not into control of that, because if it's the gut and it's the brain relationship, and this video points it out. The idea is that we have to get it under control, because the older you get, and the more heavier you get, and the more obesity sets in your body, it changes your body. Diabetes sets in, high blood pressure, you get kidney disease, all these things that you can't repair. Maybe you can repair or try to repair, but weight loss surgery seems to reset a lot of things, and it's so heartwarming to see. And I get really emotional, because I'm happy for some of these women that have problems having babies or conceiving and living their best life. And weight loss surgery is a way to change our lives. And I really get emotional about it, because it's changed my life, even though I've had some bumps in the road, and I have some setbacks, but really, this person, I couldn't get her out without weight loss surgery, and I'm finally on the right path. And I will not go back there. So, maybe people are judging me by, getting phentermine or whatever, but I can't have a revision, okay? I can't have a revision on my lap band, because number one, I would have to gain all my weight back. I have to gain all my weight back for a revision, for insurance to pay for it. If I had the money, I would go to Mexico and get a revision. I would love to have this lap band taken out and have a new metabolic reset to get me back down to 130 pounds. But I don't have any health insurance. So what that means is if anything catastrophic would happen after I came back from Mexico and had the sleeve or had the gastric bypass, I would be in deep shit, because I don't have any medical insurance. And you need to be followed up with a doctor, you need blood tests, and sometimes down the line you need iron infusions, you need vitamin infusions. There's a lot of things that can happen. So I found phentermine, and actually it's doing its job as long as I do my job. And right now I'm doing fasting. I'm doing intermittent fasting, and at nighttime it keeps me away from the snacking, because that's the worst time. From 6 to 9 o'clock, I like to munch, I like to crunch, and my husband does too. Just the other day, and he doesn't do it in a malicious way, The other night he came home with another bag of candy and said, "Here, look what I bought you." Can I tell you how many times, 2 times or 3 times, he's done this to me, since I've been on this phentermine? Luckily, with the phentermine, I've been able to say no, 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 no. I've been able to say no to a lot of things, no to a lot of foods. And it has given me my power back against that food beast. So I'm just moving forward in 219. Okay, I have totally rejuvenated my mind in putting that food beast back in the closet. And I am so happy for that because I've got my fitness in check. I have some things that I want to do. 219, I need to find a job. Maybe it might not be a full-time job, but a part-time job. I do need to go back to work because, I've been, sitting around and just doing the Zen life since June of 2017, which I needed because I've been working since I've been 16 years old, and it was the first time I ever collected unemployment. So, hey, I was entitled to it. And we're in a comfortable financial situation where I prepared for that. I had this little voice in my head that said, pay off your bills and pay off your car and, save some money and shit like that. So this has all been coming out of my bank account because my husband and I, we don't combine our incomes. We live separately. And I buy my food and he buys his food because him and I, we don't eat the same way. I mean, I'll cook and he'll eat my food, but he doesn't buy the things like I usually eat, organic and not GMO. And of course, I've had to play that down the last couple of months because my bank account is, running out and I can't eat the good quality food that I want to eat. But my food has always been, since 2012, I started on the Whole Foods, really looking at ingredients and putting the best food into my body that I possibly can. But I fall victim of the food beast and the snacker at night, which we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to graze. We're supposed to eat 2 times a day or whatever. I'm in a different kind of age category because I'm at the age category where my metabolism slows down every year, and my metabolism has been broken since I've been a teenager because of all the dieting and restrictive eating that I've done. And I can remember, just give you a funny story. Back in the day when I was maybe 20, because I could drink when I was 19, so I was a hairstylist and I was in the disco time, and Donna Summer was going on and Gloria Gaynor, and we were doing the hustle, and I was going to discos and clubs and I was clubbing it and stuff. And if I knew that I was going out on a Saturday, because I always went on a Saturday night, I would stop eating on Thursday. Okay, I would stop eating on Thursday because I knew I would be drinking my calories on Saturday night. Yeah. So I would do a fast for 2 days. I was great for fasting. And I didn't even have any phentermine, So that's what I would do. I mean, I would only eat once a day and never eat breakfast and never eat lunch. I would just eat once a day. And that's what I had to do back in the day to keep my slimness in check. But I was still eating pasta and stuff because I'm Italian, but I was like a pasta head. But it didn't affect me until in my 40s. And I don't eat pasta. I don't eat fast foods. And it doesn't even bother me because if I taste one bite of pasta or one bite of fast food, it makes my brain go crazy. I have grain brain. And I try to keep the sugar on the down low. And I'm not a drinker. I can't handle my alcohol. Back in the day, my 20s, I used to drink Jack Daniels and I used to get drunk. Woo, I would be drunk as a skunk. Yeah, because it only takes me one drink to get looped. And now, if if I drink a half a glass of wine, I am like loaded. I am like loaded. And I have a very sensitive stomach. I throw it up. So, yeah. So I had my lap band unfilled in 2016. So that has affected me, yes. But I find that since I've been doing this fasting with the phentermine, my restriction has come back. My restriction has come back. And always when I exercise, after I exercise, I could never eat because I would always be tight. So my tool is working even though it's unfilled. Unfortunately, I don't get that metabolic spin. I don't get a metabolic spin. So I have to do it with fitness and watch my calories and stuff like that. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. And I'm moving forward to 219, and I'm still working on me, and I'm still working on my health. I'm going to be doing some fasting because that's for autophagy and creating cell health and trying to regenerate my DNA and my microbiome and stuff like that, because that's what it's all about in my age. Because cancer loves sugar. And that's the way you eat a lot of sugar. That's the fastest way to get the cancer in your body, because we all have cancer. We all have cancer in our body. We all have cancer cells. But you have these little organelles, you have these powerhouse cells in the mitochondria that have to keep on generating to keep up with the cells and keep generating new cells and stuff like that. But the sugar molecule attaches to the cancer molecule, and that's what gives it strength to grow in your body. So I've been in healthcare for over 25 years, and believe me, I have seen a lot of suffering. In my family. My ex-husband just died of liver cancer. He was same age as me, 58. But he did drugs and heroin and all that kind of stuff. And I have Alzheimer's in my family, and my sister's just been diagnosed with some kind of neurological disorder. So, so this is not for basically vanity reasons. This is for health reasons, and I'm trying to keep my body in check because I know obesity